Hey y'all, welcome back to Calvin's Corner 72. I just wanted to make this video today of some of these artifacts that I've found over the years, and give y'all some idea of where I hunted at, and what I think they are. I'm a novice. I've only done this for 2 or 3 years, and I just wanted to. And this is my new camera I'm shooting with, so I'm hoping it does a little better. Anyways, what's in this big $20 nice case I've got at an artifact show is what I found this year so far. And I'm not sure how good this camera's going to do, so I'm going to do my best at trying to just close up of some of these. I'm thinking this is a LaCroix point, but I'm not 100% sure. But that's what I'm calling it. This is a polygonal. This is a broke polygonal right underneath it. And these are some of the best ones I found this year. That's just quartz. That's really gaudy looking. Most of them are all broken or hit and or busted. That one's pretty good, and that one's pretty good, and that one's actually pretty good. These are all broken naturally. Them Tomorrow Mountains. That one would have been an absolute beautiful one. I'm not 100% sure. If y'all chime in and tell me what they are, it'd be awesome. These are just tips. That one looks like it's got like a little, I don't know if y'all can see that. It's got like a little gut hook right on the end of it. And it is, I've got another one, and I'll show you. It's in my other case. And that's what I'm calling it. I'll zoom to it real quick. There it is. Right here. Let me get in there. It's got a gut hook on it. That's what I'm calling it, because it's real shiny, gray looking material. I could see them hafting that on a stick and using that to gut out a deer or something. But these shadows from me being outside may cause problems. I'm hoping not. These are just bases. I think that's turkey tail. And that one, I'm almost positive it is. All these were found in the same field. I'm thinking that might be a Dalton base. That one's got the square base. Not sure what that one was or would have been, but that'd have been awesome. But I'm not sure what that is either. I know it's just a base. This is what I'm calling this is a spoke shave. I've been told it's a spoke shave. I'll tell you what, guys. I don't know why I didn't do this in the first place, but on this one I can open it up. I'm so sorry. This one is a pretty good size spoke shave. I mean, I got a big old hand, and you can see that. And them real fine serrations right there on the edges. And that's the outside of the rock. You can see where when they knocked out, it just. And this side here, you don't see no serrations on. It's not serrated. It's clean on the back side. But right here, you can see where they just worked the edges on the inside. Biggest one I've ever seen. And here's another one. It looks like just a big flake. But then I got down here and started looking at all them little bitty fine serrations. I don't know if y'all can see them or not. I'm thinking, that might be a spoke shave. So that's what I'm going to call it. This here is just a scraper. Work right on the edges. Not a lot. I've got a lot to go over with, guys. I don't know what this is. Some kind of spike that's working on it. And if you don't notice this, a lot of my arrowheads, I don't even clean. I don't ever wash up or nothing. I'm going to stay with the same field right now. Alright. These, I've got little pins in the side of them cases, and I'd have to take out every dang on one of them to do this. And now, if this ain't a good video, y'all tell me and I'll redo it. I'll take all these covers off. That's a thumb scraper right there in the middle. A lot of these are broken pieces. I'll just go down the line with them. They're real gaudy, Them's my triangle pieces. Some of them. That's, I would like to think, is a dovetail, but I know where I found it at, but it's in that field. That big field I've been hunting. These are the past year's finds. Them Samara Mountains. I know I'm boring the far out of y'all, some of y'all. These are bases and tips and broken pieces. These are all tips. Every one of them. Tips. Just tons. These are some of my better points I found over the years. Boy, that's got a real nice base to it. I don't know what that is. I don't think it's a turkey tail. That one is. Now that's a turkey tail. 100%. So I found 3 or 4 of them things, maybe even 5. There's a nice dart point. That is a blade. This thing right here, it's got a flute the entire length of it, and that stone is that old skunk stone, and it's got layers, and it's beautiful. It's really super flat, sharp off or all these sides, you know. But this end's broke off. Ain't no telling how long it would have been. I don't know what that is, but I know it's an old one. That's the other one that looks like a spoke shave. It really doesn't got the serrations down on the corners like it should be. But I think that, you know, that one I found yesterday, that real nice one, I found it real close to that area there. That's an old drill. It was broken, the tip's gone on it. There's another drill. These are drills. That's a drill. That's a drill. Broken though, but that's a drill. That's a drill. That's the drill tip. There's them little triangles. I find them every now and then. This is one of my best pieces right here. That skunk stone. That thing is beautiful. If you can see real close up, inside the inside of it, it's got like little streaks of. They're going left and right and shooting every which way. Some kind of different kind of streaks of. I don't know. It's in that gray. It's weird. There's my little LaCroix. I guess that one right here should have been in this new case. I'll have to move it. I forgot I put it over here. And I find a lot of these little round discs, like, I don't know, I guess they're just scrapers. And I find a lot of them things out here. Them old points, dart points. Find more dart points on the river, and there's some more at skunk stone. These are my LaCroix, right down here in the bottom left. I found a lot of them. And this thing here is, you see my finger. I mean, it's gaudy, but it's a big knife it's working on. And there's my other 2 real nice ones. My son has found some too in this field, and I don't have them in this actual display here, but them are exceptional, I think. Other things I found in this field include these little round balls. This, I think, is an egg stone. It looks just like an egg, but it's got them, I don't know, it's got like different material running through it. It's busted by the plow in a couple spots right here and here. But if that ain't an egg stone, guys, I got an egg in the house. I'm telling you, it looks just like it. I'm really proud of that piece. I really like it. And these I found the same day. They're busted. Plow hit them a little. They were laying real close to this and this was. And I don't know if them are just natural, but they're not clay. This, it's got like streaks, you know, running around like wear streaks or something, like it's. And it's a hard stone. All of them are hard. I don't think none of them are road clay. I think they're all natural, but you know, they could have picked them up and used them for that, game stones or whatever. That was laying out there. I think plow hit it, one of these round stones, and it split it open and exposed the layers. But it sure caught my eye, and y'all can see why. So I kept it. These little round flat stones like that. It just feels perfect. It's so smooth, like butter soft. But in any case, there's them. Now these right here, these are some of my best finds. This is one of the best I've ever found. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but that's an axe. That's what they call a Guilford axe. It's a bluish looking material. I cleaned it up today. I've never cleaned my stuff, but I cleaned them up today for y'all. See, it's got a pointed end. The end of it comes down flat on this end. I mean, you know, it's flat, and this end's tapered off, even though it's really rough looking. But you can definitely see the grooves where they hafted it. They might have chopped somebody's head off with that, reckon. Anyways, I found this and I'm plumb on the other side of the field. And you say, well, that ain't the same thing, but I think it is. If you look at the shape of it, look at the shape of this and look at the shape of that one. It's almost exact. It's got the indentions on the sides, and it's got a flat back. The back is flat. Tapered to the front. It's got indentions on both sides, just like this. It's flat. It's tapered. It's got the, so to me, and it's the same exact rock material. So that's a Guilford axe as well. This, y'all can see that little old divot, how that's worn in there. I don't know if they just sat and used that to grind up blackberries with or make paint with or whatever. But it's a sandstone. I'm thinking it's a grinding stone, like a little small, a real small grinding plate. This here, I actually threw this down one day and I come back the next day, maybe even the next week, and I picked it up. I seen that black. This is one of them, what I call butter stones. Really, really, really smooth. And it's just good flaking, and I believe they was working on it. You can see the outside of the stone here on the edge, but they were pressure flaking, knocking towards the middle, making something out. Like some people call it, they say it was a preform, but I think it was, like I say, a preform. They're getting it ready to make something out of it. It's so smooth, even though it's got the ridges, and it's just really well worn. I don't know how well this is picking that up, but that's just like that. Them arrowheads right there are made out of that same material right there. But I kept it. I mean, I don't know what it's been used for. This right here is probably one of my best finds I ever found in this whole thing. And I watched some videos today with the Paleo Man and them guys that do a lot of this, Paleo Man 52, that do these videos. And I'm almost 100% sure it's flat as it can be. It's got like little divots on either side. Fits perfect in your hand for napping. Some people call it a pecking stone. You can call it a billet stone or whatever. That thing is perfect, man. It's smooth. It's got peckings all the way around it. Good and flat on the sides. Fits right in your hand. Be perfect for napping. It's not heavy. So there's that. I'm sorry the lighting's not as well as I want it to be. Now this is stuff I found off the Conasauga River over here in northwest Georgia. Now that's like a LaCroix base. That doesn't look like much, but that stone right there is really big and flat, and it's got to be something, a tool or something. Now I found that in the river. I went kayaking one day. It looks like a little paint pot, but I think it's natural. It's not ground out or anything. It looks like a little acorn or something. These are broken points and things and tips. Tips going on that one. The stone on that, I don't know if you can see it or not, it's almost a blue inside. It's got streaks in it. I'd love to have that one with a tip on it and that one with a base. But that's that was actually found. That's a skunk stone. You see the difference in the colors of it. It's got a stem base. It's beautiful. I love it. The old tree fell down, and I went and looked next to where the tree was, where it pulled the roots and stuff up, and it was laying right on top of a root underneath the tree. Just laying there, just like I'm seeing it right now. Just as pretty, would rain hit it. had a bad storm, blew the trees down. I don't wash my arrowheads much, guys, so that in there, I don't know if you can see it or not in there, but the stone itself is like speckled, like with white and pink. I think it's real neat. This one I found down in another spot on a river. It's got like a little notch right in the edge there. I think that's so they could haft it, because it looks like it's been chipped across the middle of it to allow for the hafting to go across there. So if they hafted it this way and here, then surely this would have been the knife, because this side's not sharpened. This side is, so it's a uniface, I guess. That's a drill. Of course, you've seen that gut hook, and there's a little old fish stone. And these are what you call fishnet weights. They got noxes on either sides, and they tied them to the net, and they'd throw them out there, and they'd weight the net down, and they'd catch fish. That's just a big old piece of pottery. You can't really tell. It's rounded real good, and the lip on it's real thick. That's the lip of the bow, and there's not really no hatch marks or anything on it, you know. The reason why this Civil War bullet's in here with this arrowhead, because I went relic hunting one day in Rocky Face, Georgia, and that's a Confederate bullet. And I happened to look over about 10 feet from me, and I seen the arrowhead, so that was kind of cool. You know, anyways, this I think is a part of a silk. This broke. These are just, this actually was found in my front yard, and this was my very first find. It was found about 50 yards behind my house in an old field. This I found across the street in the ditch. It's a almost clear, translucent. The tip, I don't know if you got to see it a little better now, maybe. But this one I found down in South Guilford County. I just put it in here, so I kind of put them to the side so I can tell and remember about them. I found them on the river. Them look like game balls to me. They're pretty round, about the size of a softball. Baseball. Them are some little clay stones I found laying around down there. One looks like a bee. Looks like a bean, but it's a rock. It's kind of neat. There's another little stone I found. There's some pottery pieces. That's a real old piece of pottery. It's like conglomerate, but it's not. Found that little bead. Necklace bead. That's the only one I've ever found. Just to look at that base. That's awesome, isn't it? It's almost like a Dalton base. You know, I first heard of Dalton arrowheads, I thought, well, dang, there must be a bunch of them around here in Dalton. You know, I live just north of Dalton. I work in Dalton. But, no, it's just the name of them, the type. These are Guilford axes. There's one in the artifact up in Red Clay, historic, in their display case, exactly just like that one. I found this one on the river. I thought that was really cool, how it was kind of like an arrowhead, had corners on it, and it come up. I think they used it as a hoe. Some more points. Guys, I don't know what that is right there, but man, it's so beautiful. I wish they had a tip on it. Somebody can I really would like to know, and that one as well as this one right here. I think that's beautiful. It's a dark, like a gray looking color. Y'all can see that or not, I'm sorry. The lighting is not the best. And here's a polygonal found on the river. Here's a polygonal. This is what they call a Jack's Reef, if I'm not mistaken. That's a small one, but it is a Jack's Reef style. These are just dart points. Man, them things are laying everywhere on the river over there, side the river, where that place I hunt is. This one is turned, and this one is turned. That is, oh my gosh, my name is slipping my mind right now. But, God, I can't think of what that's called. Anyways, I found both of them within 15 feet of each other on the same day. One of the first arrowheads I've ever found in that field. That little Adena point, beautiful. Them little triangles, all in the same field. Them little Adenas. That one's one of my favorites. I don't know if y'all can see that thing. Oh God, it's gorgeous. I don't know what type it is, but it's so pretty. I love that gray material. That is actually arrowhead. It's made out of a piece of chipped flint. And it's fixed on that side, and the other side you can tell it's just a big chip. That's a pink, a rose quartz arrowhead. Really small. And all these are just broken pieces. I'm not sure if that was used to like make arrowheads with. It's got a real sharp tip on it. It's just smooth stone. But I did find it in the field where I found all this other stuff. And I don't know what that is, guys. That's a crazy looking stones. Oh, who knows? But I'm gonna tell you something. Right there is an arrowhead. Look at the size of that thing. That thing would have been probably that long, man, if it was all together. You know, it was. But I got 7 minutes left. I think that's a war stone. It's got the sides grooved in on it. That side's busted up, but war club. Don't know what this is. Looks like it's got, I thought it was some kind of amulet or something. It's really smooth. And it stood out. These are just round stones. Round stones. Them are supposed to be luck. Indians, them are natural made. They're not drilled, but Indians would wear them around their necklace, I'm told, for good luck. That's just a piece of petrified wood. That's my celt. It's busted on this end, and it would be put in a wooden socket, sort of like with my hands holding it, and they'd use it to dig with, either hoe or dig out a canoe with. Here's my other celt. My boy almost stepped on that day, and I seen that shiny part, and it's polished too. I mean, it's polished down. It's beat all the heck by the plow, and it's busted. So, but I was really happy to get that. That was one of the best hunts I ever had. This, guys, I don't know what that is. You see all them cross hatching marks looking? I don't know what. It's like a white stone. It even comes off on your hand. But I found it on the river up there in that field, and I'm thinking they might have hafted it down here at the end, and because it's real thin, and used it for a hoe. I mean, it comes down, it tapers down, but with all this other stuff on here, I don't know. It's like it's got quartz running through it or something. I never seen nothing like it. So what do y'all think? This thing here, let me get this. This is a hard stone. I mean, it's shiny inside. It's so smooth, but it fits right perfect in my hand. I mean, my thumb goes right in that spot. Fingers go around here, and I'm thinking they used it for a billet stone. Nap arrowheads. I mean, I could just see them just, you know, it perfect, man. It fits. As soon as I grabbed it, I was like, man, that fits perfect in my hand, even though it's broke. It's awesome. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But this is, I've been told it is a pick, and I've seen them at shows. I found this the first year. I knew that was something different. See how it's sharpened down? And it's completely smooth on that side. And you can see the insides of the rock. And it's that same material the Guilford axe was made out of. Found that one year. Come back the next year and found this. Believe it or not. And somebody told me, see, it's tapered this way, but down here it's rounded, and it's about 9 inches long. Now I've been told this is string cut, but you know, that's kind of crooked. It's not perfectly straight, but I'm not 100% sure, and I don't know what they mean by string cut, but that's what they told me at the artifact show. I didn't take it to them. I just took pictures, and they said it looked like it's string cut. But that's all I got today, guys. We'll look at this video. I'll upload it and see what it looks like, and y'all let me know how this little camera's doing. Boy, that sun's really coming out now. But it's my pleasure going over this stuff with y'all. If you have any questions or anything, just holler out. If you got some, let me know. Just put the number, you know, when it comes up on the video and you're watching the video, if you hover over as the video goes along, it has a number. So if there's a certain arrowhead you want to talk about, just pick out that number and say, hey, right there at this point in the video, this arrowhead, and then I'll know what you're talking about. I can go to it and look at it. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all like and subscribe. Come back and see me. It's old Calvin's Corner signing out. Not forever.